Hey everyone, welcome to the brand new podcast, All Hype, Noel's podcast. This is Phenom Hype here. If you might remember me, I was on a podcast called In the Lobby with High Latency. We decided to change it up a little bit. We're going from traditionally just performing gaming all the way to a general consensus of the tea and shade of the world. Today, I have my best friend, one of the most amazing women in the world, Miss Kendra Noel, the queen of tea and shade with a side of sass.
Hello.
Oh, well, hello. Hello, Miss Kendra. She's
How are
like,
you?
hello, people. I
Hello, people
have,
of the world.
I have the anime and waifu expert with me as always, Mr. Spirit Hunter 10.
That be me.
That would be you, yes. Or as we all like to call him, our sad cat Jessica. And if you don't know who sad cat Jessica is yet, you will soon find out.
I'm a happy cat.
Go to our
Well,
IG.
Then the next amazing person we have with us is my vodka boo, the Queen of Darkness, Queen Dark.
What's up, vodka babe?
Hey, you know we don't.
Hey.
I don't have any vodka in front of me right now, so I'm messing up right now.
I don't either. I'm actually stuffing my face.
Um,
Even
and-
better.
So every week on this show, we are going to have new guests from all across the range. And this week we have brought to you one of our favorite people is Mr. Camperzinc.
Yo, what's
Yo.
up?
Hey, glad you're on the show. I know we've had you on the past podcast in the lobby with high latency, so I'm glad that you are back with us again. Thank you for being on our ceremonial first episode, my good sir. Greatly appreciate it. So, with that being said, let's jump into some of the best topics that are going around right now in the world. And the first off is the rise of Karens. And if you don't know what a Karen is a self-entitled person. More likely it's going to be a woman. Bob haircut, I'm pretty sure everybody here knows what a Karen is. But the past couple months we have just seen just an astronomical rise in videos of Karens going nuts and going crazy. Like, I know the last one I just saw was at a Trader Joe's in North Hollywood, California. And this lady was just so upset because she was getting kicked out of Trader Joe's for not wearing a mask. Like, we're in the middle of a global
Oh
pandemic.
my gosh.
Barring the people who were saying, protesting, oh, I'm anti-mask, like, shut up, you're a moron, wear your mask, protect everybody. There's a reason why there's 100,000 new COVID cases every day now. But my thing here is, are Karens a new breed, or have there always been Karens, but now with just technology, every recording, every single thing about their life, we're just exposing them more than what we're normal to see? Or is it they are a new breed and they just have this new sense of entitlement? Queen, what do you think?
I think that they've always been there, but like you said, they're being more exposed now because of social media and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure you don't just, get a new breed of person overnight.
I
They've
don't
always
know.
been
Have you seen millennials?
there. Oh.
And I say this, ladies and gentlemen, because I am a millennial, so don't get mad. Spirit, what do you think, my good sir? Karen's new, old?
I think that Karens have always been around. I think that maybe just like diseases, this is just a new strain of Karen. Okay.
Oh.
It's the COVID Karen, okay? It's extra dangerous. It's been put through the ringer. It's been held in its house for too long, and they just fucking unleashed them out to the world, and we are all gonna suffer now. COVID, nah, that didn't do
Wow.
us in. It's gonna be the COVID Karens.
The
We're-
COVID
we don't stand
Karens.
it. We don't stand a chance. I'm telling you, bunker down. Wrap yourselves in all that toilet paper that I'm sure you have. They can't bite you through it. And
Make it
remember,
thick
the
enough.
best way to scare them away is to tell them that you're recording them and you're gonna upload it and make them look stupid.
Is that your strategy when you go on public, Spirit?
Yes, but it doesn't always work because they sincerely believe that they are right no matter what. The few that have any semblance of thought left in them might be smart enough to leave, but most of the time you need to have another countermeasure to escape. Have a vehicle ready, have a buddy, never go out by yourself.
Not a bad
And
idea.
remember, where there's large gatherings of people, they're most likely to be there.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Kendra, what do you think?
I kind of agree. I think that they've always been there, but I think that with social media, I think we're just seeing a lot more of them now, like all over the world. Like it's not just your local Karen. It's, Karen in Florida, Karen in Minnesota. Like, Karens all over the states that like we're
Oh,
now
no.
are being in our lives because we're watching them on social media.
They're
Being
spreading.
a total asshole. Yeah, exactly. They're spreading like COVID.
I would love to see that Star Wars Attack of the Karens. I think that's
Oh God.
They're over here like, Roger, Roger!
Camper.
Don't give George Lucas more ideas.
Oh, I'll give
George Lucas doesn't exist anymore, okay?
I'm just saying.
Camper. Well, I'm sure in your industry, in your line of work, you probably see Karens all the time.
Surprisingly, I don't. At least
Oh.
not recently. I think
Blessed
more
be your
people
soul.
have been more compliant. Only because like Karens in my industry, you get booted the fuck out like right away. like there's no and okay, and shed some light. I work in the casino industry. In case anybody's actually wondering what he means by my line of work.
He's lying. He works in a sex shop. He just does an early hour shift. He told me this. He's just saying.
Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
sex shop.
Just a section.
Doesn't even fucking specify. It's just like that's up to your imagination.
No. So yeah, I mean the casino industry. It's, I know the kind of the shift that you work is more on the slower time, but I do feel that there's always something that's going on in the casino, and I just feel that there's always kind of an entitlement thing. Especially when it comes to like table games, like, oh, that's my spot or that's my dealer. So I could definitely see that happening, or just people being too little drunk, it's a little bit after last call, and they're someone gets bumped, and they kind of have that little entitlement. So I could
Yeah,
definitely
definitely does happen. Actually, an incident, not recently. This was like a few years ago, but an incident happened where my boss actually got punched in the face by somebody.
see
Um, ended up breaking his eye socket and
Jesus.
fucked up his hip and everything.
Oh my
Punched him in
gosh.
the eye socket and it fucked up his hip. Man, that's a hard hit.
I mean, he was he was on the older side.
That,
So,
that
like,
punch had a little bit of AOE on it.
The guy kind of blindsided him and
Oh.
took a cheap shot, fucking punched him in his left eye, broke his eye socket, and
Sucker
he
punched
fell
in the
down.
gut as well.
He fell down and hit the trash can that was nearby, and he already had like bad hits and stuff.
Ah, shit, man.
But anyway,
so the rise of Karens. What a shame. What a shame. Karens, you're on notice. Temper that shit down. Nobody really cares that you shop or this person or that person or you work for this person or that person. Tone it down.
Just be careful.
Well, moving on from Karens, the next subject that we're going to move on to is hoarding during the pandemic. So I'm sure all of us here kind of felt a little bit of a shortage of whether it be food or toilet paper or napkins or toilet paper or just toilet paper. Yeah. So with the second wave, or what they're saying, I think is the first spike or kind of a spike up or second wave, depending on who you listen to. Are we going to see more hoarding out of the people, or have people kind of say, okay, hey, I'm only going to buy what I truly need, and I'll leave stuff for other people? Kendra, what do you think?
I mean, in my local grocery stores, there's some things that still like go missing a lot, like there'll be like one left and then you go back a few days later and it's still like now it's all gone. I don't know, I feel like this country is really torn. Like half of the country thinks that it's a hoax and they don't want to wear masks anymore and they don't care, and then the other half of the country is like, you all are fucking idiots. Stop. Like relax. It's safe to go to the store as long as you take your precautions. But food-wise, I don't know. One of my friends, they were saying how their mom bought like a 25-pound bag of flour and like 20-pound bag of sugar, and it's just sitting in their garage, and they'll probably never use it. And they also stacked up on meat and canned food and all the stuff. Meanwhile, they live in a different city, like 6 out of 7 days of the week.
That's a lot of sugar cookies they can make with all that flour and sugar. What are you talking about?
Maybe.
That's like a good
But
time.
that's the thing, like, are people actually going to use the stuff that they bought? Or do they just, like, freak out, buy so much stuff, and then, you know, they don't care to use it? They still go to the store and still buy what they want for dinner.
I think the economy is going to crash so hard that they're going to be trading that sugar in the future. I'll buy you 2 chickens worth of sugar right here. You know you want it?
Oh my gosh.
I guess the old adage, can I borrow a cup of sugar, is going to take on a whole new meaning here in a couple months. Camperzinc, what do you think?
I don't know. I think we've already had like our first wave, so I think we're a little bit more prepared for what's about to happen if it does happen again. Especially like grocery stores and stuff. Like I think they'll be quicker to limiting the things than they were the first time around.
Yeah.
In general, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the hoarding. Just because like I don't do it myself, so like it didn't really bother me.
Queen, what about yourself?
I don't know. I think, like Kendra was kind of saying, you know, some people are gonna still hoard, but some people are just like, wow, this is ridiculous, you know, and get whatever they need. Just like my mom, she went to Walmart today, and she got like a bunch of stuff, but like it's just stuff like we actually needed. And as of right now, at our local Walmart, we have a lot of stuff like in stock. But I think once the second wave hits, it's just gonna, you know, go right back to what happened the first time. You know, there's gonna be no fucking toilet paper again because of all these dumbass people that are freaking out for no reason.
Spirit, what do you think?
Hey man, just if I don't think that it's gonna go as bad like either. I feel like people might still have, you know, their like stock of supplies. I think they're feeling comfortable, you know, like if they weren't able to refund it, then they still have it here. And if another wave hits, that there's not gonna be as much of a push, but you should recognize possible substitutes for items that you might end up needing. Like if you can't get toilet paper, go look for some like tissues or something. You could still wipe your butt with that. Like, you know, like work down the list. Like at the very least, find some cheap dollar store notebooks or something. Hey man, it might hurt. You might get a paper cut, but you know it's better than leaving yourself dirty.
Or you could just shower, not do that.
What? Did you just suggest going into the shower with a shitty bum?
Have you never heard of people doing that?
That sounds wrong. No, I would not want to do. I would rather wipe my.
I would never do it. But I'm just saying.
I mean, that's also an option. If you can't even find the notebooks, then sure, go ahead and just jump right into the shower. Just know that if suddenly there's a shortage of like whatever you clean a bathtub with, then you're gonna have a shitty bathtub for a while, and then you're gonna be standing in that same bathtub where your shitty bum was getting cleaned. So yeah, I would suggest against that. You might get something more than COVID if you decide to do that. That's a bad idea.
So,
and,
ladies and gentlemen,
food, yeah. Start thinking about different things that you could eat, like substitutes, like just. Be smart.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please do not hoard. Otherwise, Spirit is going to come out with a 10-minute PSA of things that you can use besides toilet paper. And...
hey, go outside. There might be a good tree. You got some good leaves, nice and firm.
Next,
got a long shape.
I mean, he has the banana leaves. So,
hey, the banana leaves are smooth. That's just gonna spread it everywhere. That's not a good idea.
Oh, that's gross. You're taking it too far.
No.
Too far.
Hey, you brought the banana leaves, Kendra.
And actually,
so
I'm not right now over there, so all we have are pine trees. I don't know how you'd wipe with a pine tree. You're gonna get a pine cone? That shit's spiky! Bruh!
Great.
You ain't gonna have anything to clean afterward. You try to do that.
Ouch. That's just just very painful. Very, very painful, I gotta say. So yeah, please, people, do not hoard, because, like I said, that 10-minute PSA video, just no, that video should not be ever made. But I have a feeling Spirit would make that video if at time came.
Dun, dun, dun. This is a PSA from your local short person.
This is a PSA from your sad cat, Jessica. On to the next subject here. Actually, do you guys hear it? It's that time for Kendra's tea.
Shit.
And Miss Kendra, I heard you have some of the best hot boiling tea right now. So
Well.
tell us.
Thanks to Tati Westbrook. I mean, if you thought that the beauty community and YouTube were on fire, you were wrong, because this morning is when shit really hit the fan and got crazy. So she dropped a video this morning basically shifting the blame. If you don't know, she made a video last year basically calling James Charles, who's another beauty guru, just saying that he was like molesting guys and doing all this crazy stuff. And now she's saying that she was like coerced into making the video, like she was influenced by the people around her, aka Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And it's ironic that she comes out with this right when the internet is like done with Shane Dawson. Like, all these old video clips have popped up of him, and they're really bad. Like, I can't sit here and say that they're not bad. They're fucking horrible. But, and then she came out with this, like, I don't know. Personally, I'm worried about that man's life, because I don't know how one person can deal with millions of people coming at them like that. But, I mean, the tea is, Tati just started World War III, Dramageddon 3, actually.
I know, right? Fantastic. And the best part about it is that I heard that Shane Dawson, he went ahead and he was saying that he knew that Tati was going to be dropping the video, but he didn't know any of the details about it. And now she's going and saying that she was influenced by him. So it's like, we can't have it both ways. One of you two is lying.
Like, I mean,
And
I
of
don't know
course,
what the
not
truth
everybody's
is, but
against Shane Dawson. I mean, this
Yeah.
is the internet, and it's just, you know, guilty until proven innocent. It's just the perfect moment to just throw him under the bus.
yeah, like when he's already down there, like they like hit him with the bus, ran over, and then like reversed and did it again.
Yeah, it's
Like,
probably because
it's
he made that
crazy.
comment about beauty gurus being a bunch of egotistical, crazy fucks who need to be
They are,
like, brought
though.
down a peg, and she probably felt insulted. I would say. She's like, "How dare you? I am not egotistical. I will take down your entire career to prove that." Totally not egotistical.
It's
Now,
so
Spirit,
bad.
are you
Some
going to join the
big
beauty
old
world?
irony. No,
Okay, I just wanted to ask
I'm
because
beautiful
just...
enough as it is.
Yo.
No, but it's good that he's informed, you know, because this is kind of like a really, I don't know, it's kind of a big deal, even if you just watch YouTube. Like, I'm sure there's going to be so many people across YouTube and different platforms, like not just the beauty world, who are talking about this. Like, it's really a big thing.
And the thing that I hate
It's
about it
crazy.
is that it's the same thing that they always do with everybody, the cancel culture. They throw old stuff into your face. Dude, he's already apologized about all this stuff before, and it's been brought up before, and they've made him apologize. How many times do you want him to apologize? They just keep bringing it up. I saw this thing about him, like, fake jerking off to, like, a picture of Willow Smith or some
yeah.
shit. And then, like, the Will Smith's family, then, like, her brother or whatever, like, gets on and starts talking crap about him too, and saying, like, that's weird and creepy. It's like, dude, he already apologized and said that a long time
Well,
ago.
and it's been out for
Comedy,
how long?
dude, yeah, comedy is subjective, okay? Like, if you don't find it funny, then say it's not funny. But guess what? It's not funny because you're the butt of the joke. I hate it when people just don't understand that. It's like, oh, no, it's not funny. Yeah, because it's about you. It's closer to home. Other people who this has nothing to do with, they're like, not gonna lie, that's pretty good shit right there. But nope.
Oh my gosh. I mean, and
Makes sense.
too, like, when those videos came out so long ago, like, people hate this excuse, but honestly, like, humor was a lot darker, like, 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, I fucking
Like,
miss it.
The
Oh,
jokes that you would make back then, you would not even dare to make now, because you would be canceled, you would be, like, ridiculed. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, some things, like, I totally understand, like, a lot of the race stuff, like, shit that flew 10 years ago is not flying now, as it should not fly at all. But I don't know, like with the whole Willow Smith joke, like yeah, it was super gross, but people were making jokes about Justin Bieber too, you know?
Yeah, I know,
Like
right?
there's plenty of females that were making like gross jokes about him when he was like 14. So I don't know. I don't think that people should like be as crazy as they are, and plus they need to take in people's mental health. Like
Nobody cares about other people like that, okay? They just want to see them get destroyed. They want to bring people down. They don't want to uplift people. That's boring. That's good news.
see, I just think the whole beauty community needs to be like just cleaned out. All the ones that are so problematic and causing all this drama. Like let's bring the the little YouTubers that just want to get on and and do
you don't
makeup.
clean them out. That's not how it works. These people are here. They're here to
I know.
stay. They're gonna hold on to. They're gonna crush everybody else. It's like Walmart. Well, it's that small businesses. I don't think so. Look at my prices. They're amazing.
Oh my gosh, you're not wrong about that though.
Exactly.
Wow.
Just like Netflix and stuff like that, like Redbox, you know, they come out with fucking, hey, you can rent it for $1, and then once they crush the video rental industry, it's like, hey, now it's like, you know, like $5 a rental or something like that. We'll just say, eventually, it's like, who's gonna challenge them?
Bye bye Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
Yeah, I remember those.
Shout
I
out-
remember
shout out
back
to
in the day.
Blockbuster.
I loved Blockbuster. Like, who didn't love like going with your best friend and like your parent to like go rent a movie for like
There's
a
still
stupid word of the
one.
weekend?
There's still one Blockbuster that's
It's-
open, and it
it's in
like
Oregon.
runs on like loss. Like you just
Oh my
keep it
gosh.
open because it's Blockbuster, and they're like it's the last one. Like whatever.
The
The
last
nostalgia.
Yeah, the last melon.
That was quite a bit of tea, and wow, I did not expect Spirit to actually go so and deep. Like me and Camper and Queen are just like, oh, okay, like, like we're just kind of like there.
Like,
You
I
guys
had heard
understand how
about it.
Kendra feels now when me and you start talking about Arknights.
I know, right? When we talk about Arknights, Kendra's like, what the fuck are they talking about? Now I know what Kendra means. Like, now I'm like, but I'll tell you about. I knew a little bit about it, but I was not as well versed into it as you were on. So shout out and kudos to you on that, Spirit. And Kendra, as
Yeah.
always, thank you for bringing some great tea.
I'm sure there'll be more next week.
I'm
Jeffree
sure.
and Shane. I hope they drop all their receipts that they have on people.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Why?
Oh.
Why not? Someone's gonna like talk about you. I mean.
And then, you know what's the-
whatever. Throw that out
But
there.
then there's like
Even
that
if
one
something
guy
terrible
who said
comes
like
out,
fuck in
make
a
it
video,
so
and they're
good.
like, quick, ban that guy. Instead, he said fuck. It's like, dude, these two are going at it like every day. Like, what?
Right? They demonetize people, and like it's so fucked up. Like some creators like don't deserve it at all.
Yeah, I saw something like yesterday or something about the YouTube like went and like scrubbed a bunch of accounts, like 250,000 or some crap like that for
Wow.
like hate speech, quote unquote. I'm sure there's some that were actually hate speech, but
Oh,
I'm
for
sure
sure.
there's some that are just like fate, like just stating facts, and then it's like, yo, that's dangerous nowadays. Can't have any of that here.
I don't think YouTube knows what the fuck is going on their own platform.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, we're gonna move on here a little bit to our next
Yeah,
topic.
lead it off, otherwise I'm not gonna leave.
Actually, Camper is going to take the lead on this one. Camper, actually, all of us kind of came with some new details. Camper, what are your thoughts on Catfish Gaming?
All right, so I don't feel like it's necessary. I don't understand why people do it specifically. I mean, okay, like I can understand. Maybe you don't feel comfortable in the situation that you're in, I guess, and you pretend to act a certain way because you think it's more acceptable.
Well, you have a specific story to this. So that's what I'm asking you. I mean, you don't have to use the specific names or anything like that.
We want the tea.
Spill it.
All right, so in high latency, we had a specific player that hadn't been on for about a month or so, and they randomly messaged in the group chat and said, "Hey, I'm back. I noticed that I got kicked. Can I get an invite back?" Well, somebody invited this person back, and so everything was fine, and we were playing ranked match or whatever, and everything was going normal, like nothing was wrong or anything, and then all of a sudden, we had just finished a match, and Accurate had joined the party, and we were like, "Hey, what's up, Accurate? What's going on?" And he all of a sudden he just completely ignored us for the most part, and was like, "Hey, so and so, can I ask you to do me a favor?" And we're all like, "Okay, this is kind of weird, but all right." And he's like, "Can you leave the group chat for a few minutes?" To which the person responded, okay. And so the rest of us were all like trying to figure out like why would you need this person to leave the group chat?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so they left the group chat, and then all of a sudden Accurate just started going off. I've never heard Accurate like act the way that he was acting. I was like, what in the absolute fuck is going on? Like, me and Daniel the Valiant, we were both like waiting. We're like, oh, this is gonna be one of those like, haha, just kidding, welcome back type deals. Oh no, that's not what it was at all. He was completely serious about everything he was saying. And come to find out, he's like, yeah, you've been pretending to be a girl this whole time, and like, we're not okay with that, because it's just weird that you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, and on top of that, you're part of these communities that furry communities apparently. And that's just weird. And why are like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. And so this person left, and didn't really like defend themselves for anything like that. They just said okay and left
until later, and then they okay. Wait, you continue.
And then I guess Daniel ended up messaging this person saying that was like really weird and awkward, like what the hell was that about, and ended up sending him a voice message saying, yeah, I'm a guy, I get bullied a lot for my voice being so high, and so like I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I just changed, like when I joined, I switched a pronoun around, and I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. And so yeah, that's how that kind of transpired.
But come to find out that they had like catfished 2 other clans on Warface and just pretended to be a girl and got a guy to buy her a gun. And yeah, here's the thing what I take on it. So like, I mean, I love everyone. I don't care like what gender you are or like how you feel. Like if you are who you are, then that's fine. I think it's messed up when you're a dude, you're living as a dude, you have no intention of being a girl, but like online, if you like have your voice sounds a certain way, like to me he didn't really sound like a girl, he didn't really sound like a boy. It was kind of like, I don't know, it could go either way for me. But
kind of like an asexual type deal.
Yeah, like it just like, I don't know, like it didn't really sound feminine and didn't really sound like masculine. It just like, I don't know, just like another human, right? But I just think it's wrong if you like, I don't know, if you're just pretending to be a girl so you can like, I don't know, because like let's not pretend that girls don't get treated a little, like sometimes a little bit better than dudes on a game. I don't know, I just thought it was weird, like if they were transitioning or something, like that's one thing, but they weren't transitioning.
Yeah, hold on. I forgot to say, hey Duel, you're trash.
Oh wow, I don't.
Kendra, you're fabulous. Okay, you're perfect. Okay, but Duel,
okay, I get where you're going.
Yeah.
Way to derail a segment. Way to derail the segment.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt after that. The whole
I know,
rank
I
match
was
and
like,
Accurate
wait,
jumped
what?
in. What?
Oh my
See,
gosh,
that
Accurate's
perfectly
is savage.
encompasses it. See, I knew that feeling you're gonna feel right now from me randomly throwing that out there. That's exactly how everybody felt who was in that party chat. Wait, what just happened?
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
gosh,
just
look
like
at
that
Spirit.
awkward silence, or
I
like
kind of wish I was there, to be honest, because that sounded like it would have been a shit show.
like Danny and I
Right?
messaged each other like in the middle of it, like, dude, I think I'm gonna leave the chat. 'Cause this is super awkward.
That would be super awkward.
I guess here's the way I look at it is, and I agree with Kendra on the stance of, if you are who you are, be who you are, no matter how you identify, just as long as you're happy, be happy. But I do think there is an issue at hand if you are manipulating people and making them think you are something you are not, and having people buy you certain things. I definitely feel that that's an issue. That's a problem.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
guns in Warface aren't cheap.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. People. I think Kendra, you hit the right money on the dot when you said girl gamers do get a little bit more favoritism. They get a little more extra love. Compared to guy gamers. I think but I also think at the same time I think guys do it for all the wrong reasons though too. Because they think like, oh, they're gonna get something a little bit special if they buy you a gun or they send you a gift card.
Yeah, which is weird because I feel like you have to be like low-key asking for that because, okay,
Yeah.
obviously I'm a girl gamer. I've never once asked for anyone to buy me anything, and no one's bought me anything besides my man who I live with.
Yeah.
So but I will say on the thing, I have been called a show pony of high latency because I was a cute girl, and I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah, the show. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. And Queen, that goes to me. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you have guys trying to slide. It's like, oh hey, like let me like because I know you stream too. So I'm sure some guys like, hey, I'll buy you a gun if you show me your feet. I'm sure you do something random like that.
She's like,
Let me
well,
see
if
them
it's only
toes. I'll
feet,
pay you
I would
$20
totally
if
do
you
it.
show me those toes.
But
That actually has not happened to me. I have had someone like send me like a gift card, like a picture of one before for the PlayStation,
Mhm.
but that was a legit friend. Like it wasn't someone like, oh, I have like a crush on you because you're a gamer girl. Like let me buy you this. I've never had that happen before.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. But so I do feel, and it's weird because you hear catfishing all the time, like in the dating world, dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, all that fun stuff. But you really don't hear it too much in gaming. So I guess for me to actually hear about this, this kind of like a first experience to me, and I guess I look at it as in like, for him to lie to people. Well, here's my other question, and here's the biggest question I have: is the members of High Latencies, did he try to con anybody out from High Latency to buy them a gun? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I don't think he
That's what
played
I
like
wanna
with the
know.
clan long enough. Like, I mean, I only saw him on one time, and
Yeah.
then that's when he like stalked my IP address or something, and then it was really weird.
Well, that's okay. That's just creepy
yeah,
in
he-
itself.
Yeah, he was like, "Who's in here from like blah 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 state?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, just like IP address." And I was like, "Not cool. I have guns. I'm just saying. Like, if you come on my property, I will use them."
Just
Very
let everybody
subtle,
know.
very subtle with that threat.
I was just throwing it out there. It wasn't a threat. It was
so
a fact.
funny. That is so funny because Kendra is, Kendra's very liberal. She bleeds blue, but she just talks like a damn redneck American who bleeds red. She was like, "Hey, get on my property! I'm gonna shoot you! I got guns."
Well, I mean, like, I don't think it's like a Republican thing, but I get what you're saying. But I mean, just to like want to protect your family, I still
Yes,
think
no.
gun laws should be enforced. I don't think,
Definitely.
all the bump stocks and all that shit. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think catfishing, circling back to the topic, is weird.
Yes.
I think you should just be yourself. There's always someone who will like you for you.
Yep.
If you haven't found them, then you just haven't found them yet.
I mean, especially for like something as like as simple as like, oh, your voice happens to be a lot higher than normal. It's like, well, either one, I would just assume maybe either you probably haven't hit puberty yet, or two, like that's just your voice. Like it's just weird that you have to act like something that you're not just because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
You know what that
you and
reminds
own
me
it.
of? Yeah, that reminds me of, I've seen stuff that remind me of talking about high voices, and then I remembered people with high voices being called squeakers, and that just reminded me of Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty. Dude, there's no way that you can avoid being
Oh,
called
God.
a squeaker. Like, back in that day. Like, I feel like they should just bring back Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer just so that all these kids could learn to toughen up.
Oh my
You get
gosh.
kicked out of your chat party and you get forced into the in-game lobby with everybody who's on the game. Oh, you're gonna learn to be a man today. You're gonna learn to
Talk
be a man.
about
You're
going
gonna
back to
learn to take insults.
toxicity.
You're gonna learn to give out insults. You're gonna learn to survive here.
I don't know. Some of the gaming
You gotta
insults
be
hear
quick
is
on your
just,
feet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Those are good old days, man.
Yeah, Kendra, didn't you even say like you were so like unsure about what that person was that you didn't even invite them to the all girls night?
It wasn't like who they were. I just like there was
FPS.
something about them like I didn't I don't know, like I didn't really vibe with. Like
I
I
felt
just
the same way.
yeah, there was just something
Vibe with
off.
Chloe.
I mean, like I love Chloe. Like Chloe and Strawberry are my girls and they helped me out when I needed some bitches.
They
But
bad bitches.
like
Chloe's a bad bitch for sure.
she is. But yeah, there was just like, I mean, I'm glad that you felt it too, Queen. Like there was just something off. Like I didn't know what it was, but like, I don't know, like it was just like this awkwardness. And like when we have girls'
Yeah.
night, like we all kind of vibe together. We joke, we have fun, like we talk. But it was like when I played with them, it was just like there was something off.
And do you remember whenever a certain somebody kept suggesting, like, hey, you should play with
Yeah,
her?
yeah.
And I was always like, I don't really want to play with her.
Yeah, because
Like-
something was just like, I don't know, it was weird, and I don't know. I think it's just because you can like, you can just vibe if someone's not being like their authentic self or like who they are, like they're putting on. Different if you're transitioning or something. I still feel like you would be your authentic self. This person was literally just like not caring. They're like, oh, you think I'm a girl? Cool, I'm gonna roll with it. Yeah, sure, I'm a chick. It was that kind of situation. So it was a little messy. Like it was just a little awkward for everyone. But I wish them the best, and I hope that they can just learn to live as themselves and be happy with it because I feel like they were a cool person. I just didn't get to know them.
Well,
I
moving
mean, they
on.
were a good player too. So I was like,
Yeah, I was super good at the game. I just like be yourself, and people will like you for that. Don't be something that you're not. Especially if you're just fucking with people, that's kind of rude.
Well, moving on from that, actually, it kind of actually falls in with catfishing is actually Kendra's tea. So actually, get a 2-for-1 here is exposed videos. Exposed videos, and I'm not talking about the kind of videos where someone flashes their junk or
Not
Whatever.
exposing yourself in that
No,
way.
but exposed
We're not
videos
doing.
we could actually tie it into the rise of Karens too. Exposing videos, but here's the thing with exposed videos is now there's some good that comes out of it, but I also think with exposed videos, I think there's also a lot of negative to that, the exposed videos. And what I mean by that is when people record the exposed people, you're only seeing it from a certain timestamp. You're not seeing the full interaction. You're only seeing the point that makes it look like someone could be in trouble or someone saying something like that, but you don't really see the full incident at hand. So now I do feel that some exposed videos are good, and I think people who act poorly and who act bad, yeah, they should be exposed. But at the same time, I think there comes a great kind of gray area because we don't know what happens before and we don't know what happens after. Because usually most exposed videos end at a certain point. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some videos that will show the full thing of like you'll see like the prank videos of like gold diggers or boyfriends or girlfriends. Are they going to be honest, faithful, or are they going to cheat? Now we'll see some of those exposed videos. But there's other videos that you'll see like you'll see Karen videos. Well, it's only like a 15 to 20 second, maybe a minute long video of them acting hysterical and irrational, but you don't see the before or the after.
Right.
So with that being said, we're gonna start with Queen. Queen, what do you think about exposed
I think
videos?
that certain people deserve to be exposed, like you were saying, but I don't know. I just feel like most people do it for like the clout, that's a really big thing nowadays, is people getting their clout over somebody else's embarrassment.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think I would ever be able to do that to somebody. I mean, it is very entertaining to watch, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, you get him, like, you know. But I personally would never do it. I don't know. I could do it to my ex right now, but
Wow.
I'm not going to because I'm not fucking petty.
Ooh,
That's some tea and shade thrown into once right there. Wow.
big back.
Camper, what do you
Oh
think?
yeah.
You're gonna have to come back to me.
He's speechless.
You're gonna have to come
He
back
is
to me.
so
on that one.
speechless. All right, then Spirit, you take the reins for him.
I'm taking reins from. Why you do this to me, man?
Because you did to
called
me
me
last
trash.
week.
Oh yeah, that's true.
2 weeks
okay,
ago.
repeat the question. I'm gonna do like Kendra last week.
So my question to you is: exposed videos, good, bad, or neutral? Or what do you think the positive and the negatives?
I mean, it's like you were saying that like exposed videos, they want to garner a reaction. They want people to join the person who's putting the video aside. So they're edited, you know. They don't always show the full truth. You know, they want to skew the narrative. So I would say the videos themselves probably aren't a good thing, you know, for the most part. Like if someone's done something like actually bad, then yeah, you want to, you know, like let people know the stuff that's happened. But like oftentimes, like Queen was saying, it's just that internet clout, because just causing drama is enough to get people to want to learn more about it, and you know that's all people want to see is bad stuff nowadays. Like I said earlier, good stuff overrated, bad stuff juicy. Let me know more. And so, you know, just saying something or just starting something up, even if there's nothing actually there, is enough to be something good to happen to you. You might shit on the other person's life, but oh, it's gonna be good for you. And how selfish people are nowadays, you know, so whatever the damages that I caused to other people isn't my problem.
That's Kendra. What do you think?
I'm kind of in agreement with everyone so far. I think sometimes they're needed, like if someone did something super shitty. But I think you also have to look at like the time frame and stuff. And like, when did they do it? Did they do it with malicious intent? Or did they do it just kind of being like stupid and, you know, like now they've learned and they're better people? I think you just have to like look at it, but I do think a lot of people make exposed videos trying to get money, trying to get deals, trying to just expose people, yeah, and get like their clout, their 15 minutes of fame. I think it just depends on the situation. One thing I think should always be exposed is how people treat other people, mainly talking about people in like fields of work that do really bad things to people on a daily basis. I think those videos that come out should always be a thing because, you know, get those people out of their line of work. But as far as like YouTube people and celebrities, I just think, I don't know, I just think it's a little ridiculous. And I think there's too many people jumping on the bandwagon of trying to expose people just to get famous or get their name out there.
Well, we are going to rewind it back over to Camper. Camper, you've had about a minute and 30 seconds here to come up with an articulate response. What do you think of exposed videos?
I agree with everybody. Like, they're kind of interesting because there was actually like one of those catch cheaters type thing that I saw on YouTube that a person was reacting to the video, and in the video, the host was actually the person that the guy's wife was about to cheat on. And
oh wow,
it turned into a really weird situation because it like he stopped it at some point in time, but it got pretty far. And then at the end of the video, he's like, she like says something about her husband like having a small one and blah 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 blah, and then he makes a joke about it like in mid sentence while he's talking to the guy, and it was just I don't know how to like even explain how that was like it was fucked up, and I don't
He
know.
exposed himself, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
what you're
like
saying?
yeah, like he ended up yeah. The husband like exposed himself in the process of trying to expose his wife.
Wow.
So that's kind of a double-edged sword. Right? You look to expose your wife, but you expose yourself, huh?
Yeah,
Damn
I
shame.
think it's a case-by-case basis for exposed videos. Like, what are your intentions behind it, and what were their intentions behind it that you're exposing?
Woo!
What spirit? What?
Bro,
the
I
hell?
forgot to get back on Arknest for a hot minute because we've been talking. I just got on and took a look. I'm at 129 out of 130 sanity. Ah, I almost capped out. Oh no!
Oh god, this bastard. This guy. Alright,
Dirt.
hold
Dirt.
on. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to get the character. I hate you. I hate you so much, Spirit. So with that
You
being
love my
said, I hate you. Oh my god, I hate you. With that being said about exposed videos, that will wrap up our first episode of our brand new podcast. All hype, no L's. I want to thank you all so much for listening, and special thanks to Spirit, Kendra, Queen, and our special guest, Camperzinc. You guys have a great night. Do you guys have anything to say before we sign off?
Niet.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh wait, you're right. That's the spirit.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, we will see you Sunday. You guys have a great one. Take it easy.
Bye.